Why did you join the SDP, not the Brexit Party?
Because I'm economically too left-wing for the Brexit Party.
Well, they've got plenty of left-wingers. I know, Claire Fox.
They've got Claire, and I don't think Claire would stand in a general election on a platform which...
Did Nigel Farage approach you to stand for them?
He may have done. At one point, yes, he may have done.
Were you tempted?
Yes, a little tempted. But I told him I was a member of the Social Democrats, and we left it at that. And the trouble is, when it comes down to it, the Brexit Party is largely former UKIP, and they're largely Thatcherite economic policies, which I couldn't go along with. I think we've had too much austerity. I think we need to pay more to our National Health Service. I think the regions of England need a bit of help with infrastructure and jobs, and all that stuff, a higher minimum wage.
Because in a way, you're kind of a bit of a new man in the world of politics, aren't you? Because you come from a left of centre background, but a lot of people perceive you as somebody firmly on the right.
Yes, they do. Well, they're wrong.
And you're talking now about you could support some of Corbyn's economic policies.
Yes, easily, and do.
But people nowadays tend not to define themselves by party political backgrounds, do they? There's Conservatives or Labour. It's Leave or Remain, and actually all the other issues are slightly incidental. And it's a pick and mix, isn't it, from left and right?
Absolutely right. And I also don't think there's much hope left for right v left as a debate. The House of Commons is supposedly right v left, and yet so many people are left without representation because the House is so much in favour of Remain, and it's also so much in favour of a whole bunch of socially liberal issues, which I've talked about before. And I think more and more people will look at the divide in politics as the writer David Goodhart puts it, between people who feel rooted to somewhere, which I most definitely do, and feel a sense of community and belonging, sense of history, tradition and stuff like that, and those who aren't so bound by that, such as the Liberal Democrats, for example.
Can you imagine standing for political office at some point?
No, I'm it's a lovely thought, Ian, but I
wasn't necessarily saying I'd vote for it.
I'm damn sure you weren't. I don't think I'm sufficiently responsible to stand for.
What do you mean by that?
What I value about the job I do now is the freedom to say whatever I want. With politics necessarily comes a...
don't you feel, as a columnist, you are writing thoughts, you're giving your views, you're trying to influence debates maybe on particular issues that you're really interested in, but in the end, things will only change if politicians bring in new laws to make them change.
Yeah. Well... Sure, and I hadn't really thought of it, but it had crossed my mind before now. But then, I saw the Social Democrat new manifesto, which came out about a year ago, a bit less than a year ago, and it seemed to be a home from home in that this was a party which stressed community and family values and all that kind of stuff, but was also redistributive. And they've got people who can stand, and people who are less likely to make an arse of themselves than I would. Because if you think Boris Johnson is capable of getting us into trouble, just wait till I get up there, mate.
Well, we have had
my wife should stand, because she is far more sensible than I am. She's also a tad to the right of me, but that's another...
There are too many sensible people in politics, you could argue. We have actually had the leader of the SDP on our Cross-Question programme.
William, yeah. Did you like him?
Yeah, no, I did. But he's a bit sensible, isn't he?
Very sensible and very well read and all that kind of stuff. But, we've also got Patrick O'Flynn there, and... It's a growing party, and it's not a pop-up party like the Brexit Party. It'll take a long time for us to win people over, but I think we are heading... I think the political divide plays to the SDP, because I think that is the divide of the future. I think right and left isn't. The right and left, we dragged it from the French Revolution, the Moutonnet and so on, on one side. It's outdated. It's otiose, I think.